So beef sticks and shit.
Oh, that's moonshine.
Moonshine or salsa?
Both.
Yeah.
I mean, if you drink enough of the moonshine, it probably tastes like salsa.
All right, we can start getting into some characters now.
Smells like somebody. Not us smoking the world.
I'm not sure I've coordinated.
Allegedly.
Smoking the reaper.
You know,
John.
Allegedly.
It's alright, I'm over here playing Angry Birds with us.
Or
I brought some
they make a machine. Just one.
Yeah.
Live at the Apollo. It's D tonight.
There you go.
Oh, I can do it.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, sir.
Straight up.
Guys, you want to smoke?
Yeah, we can do a smoke break, I guess.
Sorry.
More or less a smoke break time.
Yep.
I mean, we've been taking our breaks, but fuck.
How we're going to insert people, like,
I think
there's
that's
going to be a period
hilarious.
I think I'm on next.
Shanae, you don't smoke, do you?
No, it'd be a bad idea if I did. I'm asthmatic. I'd probably die.
You'd be surprised. I know people with asthma who are infected with bronchitis and still go out and smoke.
That's an awful idea.
Oh! Ow! Fuck. See?
Let's fuck it. Ow, that hurt me.
See? We don't bicker. I say a smart ass comment, she hits me.
That's kind of what works with me, too.
Yeah. Hey, Steve.
Hey, what?
Could I trouble you for one of those amazing drinks?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are actually...
Thank
You know, female and male abuse is the most widely unreported.
Yeah, because you don't want to look like less of a man because you're white.
That's true. I have an aunt that ripped a chunk out of my uncle's
actually
ear.
very true.
It is very true. That's exactly what the
Jason, you want a
Stigma
apples
of
and
the
cream
man
or
being
apples
the
and
man.
sparkling?
Apples and sparkling was delicious.
Sparkling what?
No doubt. It's just that.
How long is this break?
All right, is everybody having fun so far?
I don't know, but I have a bedtime of midnight.
Do you? Do you have to work in the morning?
Yes. Well, I don't have to work. I have to take my brother to see other family members, so it's like a half-hour drive to go get him.
When you gotta do that?
Tomorrow in the
Really?
morning. Yeah.
I'm trying to keep you.
Responsibilities and junk.
That happens, doesn't it?
How's your brother?
14. Except he's larger than me and he probably looks older than me.
So,
Should I really walk over to Jamal's?
I'll walk over with you.
I want to get something to eat. Do they take debit?
Yep.
Yes. And I'm gonna get a fucking lemonade.
Not just a regular one?
Huh?
Not just a regular lemonade?
She's getting one in
No,
coitus.
Getting a
One in coitus. Yes. I love your vocabulary.
Oh, thank you.
She has wonderful vernacular.
I can't spell any of it though.
Okay. You guys wake up the next morning after an uneventful night with a nice yawn and a stretch.
Reginald does start doing his hair, getting it all combing, putting his bandana back on.
You have lovely hair, Reginald.
The kids wake up and they're like, Reginald, you have really nice hair and everything, but boy, our parents just got slaughtered last night. We'd really like to get to town.
You think you guys can, like, maybe take us there with haste?
For being traumatized, you certainly bring that up a lot.
Well, my parents tried to instill a positive attitude in me.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I'm in shock right now, but it's okay. I just really want to get to town. Don't get me wrong, I love you, lizard lady. You're pretty cool. And deer chick, awesome. But, like, I'd really like to see my aunt and uncle right now.
Relax, Luke. It's alright, we'll get there.
Iggy, no more sleep.
Yeah, Iggy, no more sleeping.
Fine.
Let us
They go in the bag better that way.
venture forth.
Well, why do you want to put us in a bag, lady?
She didn't mean it.
Easier to carry.
It's a joke. It's a
I can walk. I have 2 legs. We're good.
Iggy, stop talking. We can't fix it. Okay, let's all go to town.
You guys all go to town.
Funky town.
You make it.
Via
It's like,
Electric Avenue. Sorry.
it's about it takes you all day to get there. Again, it's starting to get a little bit towards the sun's still in the sky, but it's starting to get to sunset about when you're arriving.
Okay.
Give everybody making a perception check again. This is a gated city, so it's a walled city. There's definitely a wall around it. You can see where the gate is.
15. Oh, Sila gets 15.
Is that with a 20?
Yep.
Yes,
Roll a
each
d20 and then add your perception to it. So 7.
11.
Okay, so Tiara gets an 11. Sila,
I'm pretty sure it was a 15. I think I might have forgotten.
we've got it on record. April.
Iggy has a 16.
Reginald rolled a 5.
Reginald is still doing his hair.
Yeah, he's a little
My
distracted.
flowing golden red locks.
Iggy. You see what's almost become a familiar sight. As you're looking at the gate, there's actually a little welcome sign outside this gate that has nice little rose bushes planted around it. It says, "Welcome to Epiphany." But from what you can tell, it looks like there's a man laying on the ground with a giant dog on top of him who appears to be eating him.
Oh, jeez.
Now, you don't hear any screams or you don't hear any noises, but this is what you see. What do you do?
How close am I into this sign?
You're, again, about 300 feet. You're at the far
and
distance of vision. All you can make out is
How far am I away from the
shapes.
dog and the man?
300 feet.
Is he dead?
You can't see from here.
Is he moving?
You can't tell.
Well, he's not making noises.
The wolf's good.
Iggy, put the children to sleep for a minute until we can see the person's their dad that got dragged.
No, the dad's body was back there.
The hell
You
was
hear
that? That wolf is sick.
Is that the wolf or is that a dog?
Are you guys still moving forward? Did you stop dead in your tracks?
No, I didn't stop. I'm not really. If the man's not moving, I'm not going to attack the wolf.
Well, it's funny because you hear the barking and you kind of hear maybe some moaning or stirring.
The figure that you see is somewhat obfuscated because the dog is standing over him, and it looks like he's got top guard, if you will. You know what I mean? And the dog is obviously going for his face and neck. And everybody make me a perception check. And just go around the table with Sila.
15 again.
15. And Iggy.
17.
Reginald.
22.
Tiara's 24.
All right. Everybody catches this. You hear...
I figure he was licking him.
You hear... By the 9 hells! Not Scooby! You spilt my ale! And he kind of like tries to shove this dog off and pulls himself up halfway, props his back up against the Welcome to Epiphany sign, and starts wiping some, slobber and shit off his face. You also see immediately after that kind of kick up his tankard of ale that he has, or whatever it may be, and starts just immediately chugging the drink. And you don't hear what he says to the dog, but at that point, I think the dog probably responds with an appropriate and sits down, and he gives him a drink of his beer out of his tankard.
He's an outstanding fella.
Right, so what would you guys like to do?
I think we approach.
Yeah, approach.
Tiara agrees. Approach.
So this time, Fred notices a group of travelers coming towards the front entrance. Fred, what would you like to do?
Well, hey guys!
What's up?
Hi.
Fred is in Dandy's clothing, although it's the morning after, obvious, or even the evening after, if you will. Fred is obviously shit-faced. He's sharing his booze with the dog. He sees you and says, "Welcome to Epiphany." And he puts a big shit-eating grin on his face. Now, Fred is blonde. He's a relatively good-looking gentleman, except he's just been out in the muck for at least a couple hours in the afternoon or whatever, passed out, and is back up.
The dog immediately becomes alert and kind of concerned. He hears a couple of familiar voices. "Boy! Sucks to have our parents slaughtered. I can't wait to see my aunt and uncle."
Ooh! Fred!
Well, he needs to see a doctor.
Look, I face the Fred faces the dog, and he gets a stern look on his face, and he says, "Look, we've gone through this before. If you want to be so much damned help, why don't you go ahead and just take him to my dad?"
Okay.
Are we approaching?
At this point, the boy looks up at the group and goes, "Hey, Fred! Hey! How you doing?
Oh, shit. By the nine hells.
Hey, can you take me out to the amusement park tomorrow?"
If it wasn't the two most annoying articulate children in Epiphany.
"Have you seen my aunt?"
Follow they're children. Follow the darn dog. Leave me alone. I just want to drink. I just want to finish up my drinking.
"Well, it's really good to see you again. I've got to go deal with some trauma."
Working on it myself, little man. Jinkies, by the way, would you like to drink? If you're traumatized, you could...
No.
Well, as funny as this sounds, Luke, the little kid, raises his hand and kind of sticks it out and gets this weird look on his face, and that beer just floats over to him.
Ghost!
And he's sitting on my shoulder, so I'm gonna knock that fucker out of the air.
And Fred yells "ghost" just like I did, and gets up and drunkenly starts to stumble toward the amusement park inside somewhere.
"Well, that was a giant party foul, lady, but that's okay. I'm a little kid and probably shouldn't drink beer anyway.
No!
Maybe we should follow the dog."
Let's follow the dog.
Yeah, come with me.
Tiara at that point goes, "What the hell just happened?" Because you just had a beer floating towards your hand.
Who is that guy?
I don't know. Sometimes I have special powers and I think I can do things. I call it the Morse, because I can't think of a better name. Maybe when I'm older, I will find something more appropriate. But right now, I have a lot of trauma to deal with, and we'd really like to see my aunt and uncle. Maybe we can go to town.
I think it starts with an F.
Luckily, Leia's been asleep this whole time, right? See, I don't have to voice her.
Who was that guy? How do you know him?
Oh, that's Fred. He's the mayor's son.
Oh, he looks like a man.
He's pretty funny. He makes me laugh a lot, and he falls down all the time.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
We should follow Not Scooby here. He can take us to the constable. He'll help us out.
All right, Not Scooby, lead the way.
Roll with me.
So sure enough, there's this quasi-intelligent dog leading you guys along the way. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Fred is he's the head of security here in town. And he just basically sent you off with the dog. No, follow him. He leads you to the constable's shack. So he takes you to, let me go ahead and get out the map at this point so you guys can see what I'm talking about.